Good morning, wonderful people. Another glorious day. It is finally Friday. Whoop, whoop. Best day of the week aside from the weekend. So, yeah, really excited. Looking forward to getting through this day. Really hoping that I can pull off at least one more sale today. That would give me 5 for the month. And so that would just, yeah, it's needed. It's needed, it's wanted. So I'm really close, I think, with a couple people. So we'll see what can happen. You never know. It seems to be like a lot of these months, like I'm so close to hitting like that bonus tier, and then I'm just like one away for one reason or another. So such is life, right? But anyway, yeah, so I've been telling you guys I've been having like tons of like super vivid dreams, and I also tend to talk in my sleep as well. So I had a dream. This was actually yesterday, not last night, the night before, and I had a dream that Mo and I were watching like some kind of like sitcom, and one of the characters on the show had like really crazy, like very bold hair. It was very early like 2000s type hair, with like 3 different colors, the red low lights, bleach highlights, that kind of thing going on. Black underneath, like you get the vibe, right? Like think like Lindsay Lohan, like early 2000s, like Freaky Friday kind of thing, Avril Lavigne. And Mo had made a comment about her hair being wild, and I was like, yeah, I was like that was the look then. I was like, that's what everybody was doing, and then I went on to tell him a story about how around that time frame I was looking for somebody to do my hair, and I got out a phone book because people used phone books back then, and found this lady, went over to her house, and it was like, yeah, it was in her house, like, so kind of unusual. A lot of people, you're not really seeing that so much these days. They actually have like office buildings, but yeah, it was out of this lady's house, and which nowadays I would say, like, if you don't know the person like personally, like that's kind of sketchy, right? Like a lot of people aren't doing that. But I went in, she had a salon in her basement, and it was like a full-blown salon. Like, yeah, she had it all decked out. The floors were nice. She had the chairs, the mirrors, all of that good stuff. Like, it was professional. And what I was having done was like those like 3 colors. So she was, it was like a 3-hour, 4-hour process. Like, so she was doing the highlights, the lowlights. Like, I was doing multicolors, and like the red, black, white kind of vibe. And we were sitting there talking, and she had noticed one of my tattoos, and she's like, where did you get that done? And I was telling her about how I got it done at Yield Skull. That's where I got my very first tattoo. Great tattoo shop, by the way, out of Jackson. And she was like, oh my gosh. She's like, that's my ex-husband. And I was like, oh my gosh, no way. Yeah. So we started chatting and like really talking, and she mentioned, she's like, yeah, she's like, there's this really cute guy that I'm talking to, and he wants to go out tonight. She's like, but I don't have anyone to watch my kids. And she was like, would you be possibly willing to watch my kids for a few hours tonight? She's like, I'll give you half off of your hair. And I was like, yeah, like, absolutely. Because I think like I was paying like $140 or $150, which was a lot of money, especially back then for that. And so I was like, yeah, like that's great. Which again, not something that would typically happen these days. Like, you just meet somebody for the first time and you're like, hey, will you watch my kids for me for a few hours? Like, so, I mean, I guess that makes me feel good that she trusted me enough to do that. And I was willing to do it. And, I wasn't like in a dangerous situation, or I didn't feel like I was. And yeah, that's what I did. She wrapped up doing my hair for me. She gave me some like Teddy Grahams to snack on because I started getting hungry. And I remember watching her kids for, I think there was 2. And they were really easy kids. Like, I think it was like almost bedtime, and the one kid was like sleeping mostly, and the other one, we watched like the Robots movie or whatever that robot movie was back then. I don't know if it was like WALL-E or I don't know, but that's all we did. And then like I remember I helped like do her dishes, because like that's just kind of how I was raised. Like, if you are babysitting or you're like looking over someone's house or like pet sitting or something, you also like help them pick up and like clean up. So that's what I did. And she came back and she was like so grateful and so thankful, and yeah, she was a really cool lady. But anyway, I was literally telling Mo this story in my dream, and apparently I was talking in real life too, and Mo was like, it woke him up hearing me talk, and he was like, I guess, asking me questions and trying to see if I would respond, and that ended up waking me up. So didn't get super good rest last night, or the night before, and that's probably why I was so tired. But yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys. Kind of funny little thing there. Blast from the past, if you will. But I gotta get inside. I got things to do, and I know you do too. So get to it. Like, share, and subscribe, would ya? Really appreciate when you do. Leave me a nice comment. I will chat back when I get a second. Keep it nice, keep it positive, keep it nice and chill. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys again real soon. And I love you to pieces. All right, bye bye.